How will Arsenal line up with our three most expensive signings so far in this transfer window? That is Gabriel Jesus, Fabio Vieira, and Alexander Zinchenko. If you want to have a deeper look at all those players, like in a separate video for each one of them, all the links will be in the description. But as of now, let's get started. This is the formation that we're expecting to field next season, a 4-3-3. We used it a lot last campaign, and the kind of players we are signing to feature in this kind of formation. So how will Arteta use it, and how will these players fit into that? So let's start with Gabriel Jesus, who we have already seen playing in this summer preseason schedule already. So up front, that is where he's been playing. We expect him to predominantly feature there as our number 9. We expect him to directly replace Aubameyang and Lacazette. At Manchester City, he used to play on the right side, sometimes on the left side, sometimes as a number 10, sometimes in a front 2. But at Arsenal, we're expecting him to be by himself up front, unless he decides to play with 2 up front, and Ketia is firing as well, and we need some goals. But from the beginning of the season, expect Jesus to be playing up front as our number 9. You've already seen the qualities that he has already this preseason, the goal against Everton, the goals against Nuremberg. He has a lot of qualities he can add to us, and I'm very, very confident that he's getting more than 15 goals next season, and probably 20 in all competitions. But in the Premier League, I would go for 15 goals and something like 7 assists. I'm very, very confident in what he will deliver for us. So that is Gabriel Jesus. Next up, let's throw in Fabio Vieira as well. Now, that is Fabio Vieira's best position. We've not seen him feature yet for Arsenal. He's still recovering from a foot injury, but he should be back very soon. He's already training, actually. Maybe we'll see him against Sevilla just before the season, a week before the season. But Fabio Vieira is expected to feature in that role next to Thomas Partey, either side of Thomas Partey. When we play a 4-2-3-1, he's mostly playing as a number 10, and sometimes he can play on the left side as well. That is why I've put him on that left side of the midfield, because he can drift the left wing as well. So that is Fabio Vieira's favorite role. I can't wait to see how he does with Odegaard together in the same team. I believe they can create a lot of chances for Jesus and Ketia, Saka, and all those guys. So that is Fabio Vieira. Next up is Zinchenko. Zinchenko has been playing as a left back for Man City. He mostly plays as a midfielder, but since Tierney is out injured once again, unless we sign another left back, that is where we expect Zinchenko to feature as a left back next to Gabriel, and right behind either Martinelli or Smith-Rowe. So Zinchenko at Arsenal, left back, and then later on we'll talk about him in midfield. But then again, if you want to see the video on Zinchenko by himself, you can check out the link in the description. So those are the 3 players in the 3 most favorite positions, or 3 favorite positions, and where we're expecting them to feature the most. So let's add the other players who will be surrounding them. So Ramsdale in goal, Zinchenko, Gabriel, and Ben White or Saliba, whoever you want to put there. And then Tomiyasu on the right side. Also Partey, Vieira, Odegaard in midfield. And then Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, and Gabriel Jesus up front. So that is the kind of lineup we're expecting next season, at least from the first game, or when these players are on the pitch. Not from the first game, when these players are on the pitch. So Zinchenko, Vieira, and Jesus. I'm not sure Vieira is going to be starting the games for us, but when he is, this is what we could have. 4-3-3. Next up, let's talk about this. Let's talk about how the other positions they can play in. So Zinchenko can also play on the left side of Thomas Partey, either side of Thomas Partey, mostly on the left side as a central midfielder, stroke attacking midfielder. Vieira can also play on the left wing, as we've said. He did play there for FC Porto. And if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, you could end up playing there Odegaard as a 10, and then on the right side you could have Saka, and then up front someone like I don't know, someone like Jesus on Ketia, whoever is there. But in this one, Jesus on the right, Vieira on the left, and Zinchenko as an attacking midfielder, central midfielder. Those are the other roles they could play. And I still believe, I think that is where we can get the best out of Zinchenko. I think Vieira's best position is a number 10, but since Odegaard is there, I don't really see Vieira getting that role. But when you're playing a 4-3-3, he could play next to Zinchenko. So it really depends on the game, I guess. If you're going to try and score a lot of goals in a home game, I think Vieira is the guy to have instead of Zinchenko there, and then Zinchenko at left back if Tierney is not there. And Jesus and Nketiah do expect them to feature a lot together. I actually do expect Arteta to use both of them on the same pitch at the same time a lot of times, especially in the home games, because Nketiah has been firing already in preseason, same with Jesus, so I don't really expect any one of them to be dropped. So that is the other roles they can play. And then finally, 4-2-3-1. How can we look like in a 4-3-1? Ramsdale in goal, Tierney, Gabriel, Ben White, Tomiyasu, and then Zinchenko and Partey. Do you guys think Zinchenko would do well right next to Partey there? Personally, I do. On the video about Zinchenko, I said when Tierney bombs forward, we usually see Xhaka covering Tierney's position. Zinchenko can easily do that because he's an actual left back who's been playing as a left back the last five years, so he can do that very easily. And then Martinelli on the left, Vieira as a 10, Saka on the right, Jesus up front. This one is very unlikely to be seen unless Odegaard is being given a rest or we are playing in the Europa League and Odegaard is not there or not available, or that is when we can see Vieira as a number 10. And I do have a feeling Xhaka will still be starting games for us. I don't know how often. I don't know if Zinchenko is going to replace him directly. I really doubt. Hopefully most of us are hoping that is the case, but I really doubt. There's like a 20% chance of that happening. We'll probably see Zinchenko playing as a left back most of the times. So next to Partey, that would definitely help us. When Partey goes forward a bit, Zinchenko can defend. He plays as a left back, so he can help in that role. He can cover on the left side. He can push forward and help Vieira, Martinelli, and Saka create for Jesus on Nketiah, whoever is up front. So really promising. Zinchenko can play in 6-7 other different roles. He literally will help us a lot. He's a massive improvement, a major improvement on what we had last season. Jesus, he can play as a 10. He can play on the right side. He's not to be needed as a 10, obviously, and he can also play as a number 9, obviously. And then who else? Fabio Vieira can also play as a 9, but I really doubt he's going to feature in that role. Totally, I really doubt he's going to feature as a number 9 because we have Jesus, we have Nketiah, so I really can't see when Fabio Vieira is playing as a number 9. I hope we don't need him as a number 9, because if we have a feeling that we'll need him as a number 9, then just buy another backup striker. We need Fabio Vieira to create the chances for Jesus, Nketiah, and another striker if we do end up getting one. So that is how we could line up with all those 3 guys on the pitch. Remember, I know I haven't talked about Marquinhos, but I don't expect him to feature as much as these other guys. But if you want a video on Marquinhos, the link will be in the description. Really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you're excited to watch the most. Obviously, we haven't watched Fabio Vieira and Zinchenko yet. We have watched Gabriel Jesus so far. Let me know what you make of it. Thank you for watching. I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.